Okay, here's the bones of the Rovan R5. This car is loosely based off of the MCD XR5, and I say loosely based because it's pretty much an exact copy of it. So yeah, we have a Rovan F5 here, and if you would look at the MCD car, this thing is pretty much, yeah, cheap as actual fuck. So yeah, this kit, this electric conversion kit, is the actual MCD kit. But Rovan in all their glory pretty much just put their name on it. So bump all that. Anyway, yeah, I mean, they couldn't cheap out on this truck enough. I mean, they don't even include the, like, all the bracing for this car is metal on the MCD, and they didn't even include the lateral braces for the top braces that the MCD truck has. Yeah, I mean, y'all could have even made those in plastic and call it a day. I could have actually put it on there and call it a day, but I didn't. I made a actual long tube in steel, tower to tower, done. No screws, no nothing, just a tower to tower brace, bolt, done. But the glory of this truck actually comes from the drivetrain. They didn't skimp there. Yeah, they couldn't. The drivetrain for this truck and the MCD are the same. So if the drivetrain is the same and the MCD has a center diff option, the MCD center diff can fit right in this thing. But why even bother with all of that? I mean, I would love to upgrade this truck, and the MCD truck car costs twice as much as this thing, and they don't even have an electric roller option for it. You have to buy the gas truck and then have to buy the kit, rip out all the gas shit and put the kit in there, which is like, why would I want to do all that? Of course, you can always buy all the lovely MCD aluminum upgrade stuff for this truck. I mean, there's so much of it. Yeah, see something zooming on back there with what's that? Oh no, the cup is coming off. No, the cup cover, the rubber cup cover is coming off. Yeah, it usually runs right over this, keeping it all nice and hidden. But probably when I bungled the call for that divot and it flipped, that probably came loose. But this is 5th scale. This is what a 5th scale is supposed to be. Now, if you would take a look at some of the stuff that's on this truck, the obvious CVs are huge, the links are huge, and they have a great deal of flex, which is awesome for what I wanted to do with it, the off-road stuff. It would be absolutely terrible if you would throw a 12S system in this thing and think about trying to do a speed run with it. I would love to see somebody try to do that. With this thing, the way it's set up, oh my god, I mean, I would think it would survive maybe a good 100 feet at full speed before the thing just starts shaking itself to death. I mean, look at how much flex this has. Of course, the MCD is all aluminum. All the stuff is aluminum. Everything is aluminum. All of it. Just aluminum completely out. The damn thing is absolutely solid, and it weighs 10 pounds more than this truck. So it weighs just about as much as the 5T, and the 5T is it's a beast. It's a beast. It's in the shed over there. I'm not even gonna try to get out too many spiders in there. Not that I don't like spiders, I just don't like trying to, you know, get rid of the spiders to try to get to my car. So the spiders can have the 5T and the red cat that's up in there, and the, let's see what else. All of my big trucks is in that shed. So yeah, the spiders are having a good old time with those things. Yeah, I think the MTXL is also in there having its old little field day. All the big 40 pounds is in there, so they can stay in there. Yeah, I don't have the energy to spend on all those trucks trying to get them back running worth anything right now. Maybe next year, maybe. Yeah, I got too many of those stupid armor projects down there. And speaking of armor, this is 5th scale. This is like the standard of 5th scale. You want to make a 5th scale, put big dumbass CVs in there. Put plastics, especially if it's a fucking monster truck. Put plastics in there that flex, not that stiff garbage that y'all put on that Creighton. That's like, why even bother? No, it's just gonna break. It's gonna break. Now, unfortunately for this truck, yeah, I mean, we got the flexible body mounts, which is great, and the bumpers is flexible, which is also great. It's great for, you know, getting flexed, which is the absolute last thing you want in a speed truck. So speed car, anything that's gonna go fast. And this thing will go fast if you throw a 12S system in and run it down a mall parking lot. It's gonna go fast. So yeah, it's gonna go fast, and it's going to flex for days and flex for days. I love this flex stuff. I mean, this is the absolute reason why I wanted this truck. I mean, I saw all the people complaining, oh, they didn't include any of the aluminum stuff to shore the car up and make it all nice and solid like the MCD, but the MCD costs twice as much as this thing. If you want the MCD stuff, get the MCD stuff for it. Yeah, I don't need that stuff. I need this truck to flex, and look at all that flex. Oh my God, look at the flex. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh man, I mean, if the armor had this stuff, I mean, look at this. Look at the huge ass CVs in this truck. Armor, do you see this? This is what your truck needs, not that freaking 5.5 millimeter shit that y'all put in there. It needs this. Look at this. Bend that. Break that. You're gonna need a lot more than the truck to do it. I don't care what kind of power system you put in it. So yeah, this is 5th scale. This is what 5th scale is supposed to be. It's supposed to be nice and tough, and it's supposed to be able to take the system that you put in it, and it's supposed to have a 5th scale system. Now the EXBs and whatnot took care of all that, because it made you be able to put your own system in it, and oh boy, did we put our own systems in it. Yeah, I see a lot of people running 12S in the damn thing and wondering why they diffs end up turning into confetti. Yeah, I mean, you can put whatever you want in the truck, but that don't mean the truck is gonna actually handle it. I mean, even on off-road, if I wanted to put a 12S system in this thing, I could. But it don't really need it, mainly because the 8S system runs this truck. Just I keep on calling it a truck, even though it got a big-ass car body. Yeah, I keep on looking at this car, and all I can see is a 5T. That's all I see. I mean, that's why I keep on calling it a truck. because that's basically what the stupid thing is. It's basically a Losi 5T that MCD took and turned into a rally car. That's pretty much what it is. So it is what it is. Now they put their own little drivetrain system in it, but diff wise it's 5T, CV wise it's 5T. That's pretty much what it is. So bump it. And that the center drive system. Yes. I mean, the problem with the 5T conversions was that the drive shaft was too long, and as soon as the chassis would bend, and the chassis would obviously bend on something like that if you want to throw power to it and make it jump and whatnot, the CVs would bend with it, and yeah, would turn the car into a pretzel. And look at this system. Look at this. I mean, it has this big ass block in there with a separation from the center transmission, and you can call it that. Pretty much just a spur get connected to a spool, connected to yet another my god. I mean, that's just glorious. That's taking all the stress away from these. Not only is this taking the stress away from these CVs, it's making them shorter, so they don't have the length, the metal length in there to bend. And this rear one is real short. I mean, that's just stupid short right there. That's 3.5 inches. Mostly rear drive shaft is like 6 inches, like twice the length. It's literally this whole length all the way to it. Yeah, poor truck. Doom, I tell you. And yet that truck is actually supposed to be able to jump. And the 5T, the way it is, chassis ends up turning into a freaking pretzel. If you don't put the and yeah, it comes with the plastic braces and whatnot, just like this one does. But if you don't replace those plastic braces, no matter what kind of tower braces, you can actually fit one in there, because the stupid center diff area gets in the way of doing that. And then the body gets in the way of everything else if you don't take the passengers out of the damn thing. Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, this truck, okay, this car, I'm thinking right now, well, it's like the last time I looked on the website, it was sold out, but it was $749. It's still completely, absolutely worth it, even at that price. Even just picking up the car, not upgrading it, throwing a system in and just running around the street without running into anything or tearing up somebody's car tire with it. Yeah, because it can do that too, since it's so freaking heavy. Although the bumper does have some flex, so maybe it'll just break the car bumper instead of tearing up somebody's tire or fence. Yeah. And no, I haven't did any of that mess with it. I got a big old field where this thing can roll around and catch divots in the air and all other good stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on talking about this car. Yeah. Okay. About this front here. People that run this car for speed, this front is terrible. Another reason why I just didn't want to even bother about the speed. The front splitter has all these holes in it that allows for airflow, but the front split on these speed cars, they need to be low to the ground and They don't need to catch air. Air does not need to flow through the damn thing at all. It'll get under the body and end up picking up the truck, car, or whatever have you, and yeah, gone at speed. Are you joking? This whole bottom needs to be completely filled in. And yeah, I know I hucked up the shocks because yeah, it had the length. It was down on the ground where it needed to be, about maybe a half an inch off the ground, but air getting up under there, it gets into the body and it circulates in the body, and the more air that gets in the body, the more resistance you're gonna have inside of the body, picking the damn car up, turning into a wing, and wings do what wings do when they end up flying. I mean, literally, the airflow under the car and on top of the car is gonna create lift anyway. So the more air that gets under here, the worse it is for your speed car. And Mr. Front Bumper is doing everything in its power to get air trapped inside and under the car, creating a pressure system inside the body, having air flowing on top and the bottom. That's just not gonna work. I mean, you've seen what happened over there. As soon as the truck caught any amount of air, it was gone. It was flipping, and this thing is heavy as all fuck. It really is. This is a big truck. This is a fifth scale, and it still bounced like it was nothing over there. Mainly because there was so much air inside the body that there was absolutely nowhere for it to go except through here. And some of it would even get caught on the rear bumper, just keeping it in there. Yeah, there is no airflow problems with the car in general when it comes down to getting air inside the body. So yeah. So while this car really does fail in the speed department, it actually does make for a really great off-road car. Now, there's absolutely nothing you can do for the stuff that gets caught in the damn thing, because all the stuff is just getting inside the front bumper, is getting inside these little areas around the wheel wells and stuff. I mean, stuff can just get caught in. And this isn't even a tub chassis, it's just that the body makes it into a tub chassis when you put the body on there. Yeah, it traps everything up in there. Yeah, just have some airflow. Yeah, just have some nice powerful fans, overkill for the ESCN motor, so they can get some air. Even if stuff gets trapped on the top of the fan is still gonna be able to pull something onto the motor and the ESC to keep it cool. Yeah, and these 12-volt super horsepower fans can do all that and then some. That's why you need overkill for your cooling. Yeah. Even if it's a Max 5, it's still a lot of truck to be pulling with no center diff. Maybe I'll put a center diff in this truck car thing one day. Yeah, one day I might do it. Might, maybe. Probably not. And because it runs and it slides and drifts just like I want it to. It's a ripper. It's a big ass ripper. So yeah, I think I done said my piece about this truck. It is what it is. It's just a big ass ripper. Man.